Hey, you're watching the Squad Goals podcast. If you want to listen to us, you can just go visit Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and iTunes. Links down in the description. I guess we're giving them a double dose of D today.
Double dose of D.
Mm-hmm.
D and D.
2 D's at one time.
Oh, you just got DP'd.
And everybody likes some double D's.
That's double. Yeah.
Double D, toil and trouble.
What?
I thought you were going to say...
I tried to think of a P word that didn't say penetrate. I couldn't think of one. That's double pigmentation. Let's fucking go.
Wait, what?
Double your dose of pigmentation. Cause I said you just got DPs, but I didn't want to say
P word.
Yeah, so I was like, what is that? Pigmentation. He's
Yeah.
got double pigmented.
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense.
We the pygmy boys.
I won't leave you hanging.
What are pygmies?
Pygmy is like small. You know, like a pygmy rattlesnake.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was
From what
a
I know.
derogatory term.
Maybe.
It sounds derogatory.
I really thought you were gonna be D high today, so I was.
Oh.
Yeah, I had the whole thing going.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You said your name first, though. That was the problem.
Yeah. Okay. So, welcome everybody. It's the Squad Go podcast, or should I say the Double Dose of D show?
Oh, I am D low,
And I am D high.
and everybody likes double D's.
Double D, baby.
DP
Double pigmented. Yeah, dude, we fucking killed that one.
killed it.
All
Nailed
right.
it. First time.
First time, first take.
First try.
All right. So, you said you want to hit us something big off top. You gonna hit us with the haymaker off top, or?
Yeah. I guess I had something that I wanted to say.
Oh, shit.
Just because I've been trying to be positive, and
Yeah.
I had this thought of like, in your mind, like, for something to manifest, sometimes you have to like express it and say it. And I feel like I have a lot of goals that I want to meet in my life, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you do too.
Let us know your manifest
So,
destiny.
yeah, you have to manifest it into existence, and then it can potentially, be something that is created. So yeah, you want to hit us with your goals first, or?
Nah, let me. I mean, I have some goals. I got some personal goals, family, life stuff. I got a wedding to plan for and stuff like
Okay.
that. I'm trying to get home in a new car and shit like that. And for this right here, I'm trying to get this to blow up, man. I'm trying to get these people out here entertained. Trying to get bigger and better with this. And then move on to something bigger and better.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Well, primarily my family.
Yeah.
I want to get a house for my mother,
Oh.
and that's something that like I really been desperately wanting to do for the longest time.
Yeah.
Whether we do it together or but still something for my mom and my family and my little brothers and everything. And also to divert from that, this thing to work out.
Oh,
I feel like we've been growing steadily,
Yeah.
slowly but surely, and slowly but surely, but potentially one day, we can get to the point where we want to be, make some short videos, maybe some movies,
Have some plaques up here.
yeah, for sure,
Some trophies up there.
for sure. Long-term goals.
AJ, edit this out.
Yeah, so that, and I guess a couple of short-term things. Little house on the prairie,
Oh shit!
picket fence.
That's what you want?
No.
You
But,
but to the sticks.
House for the mom, for my family, and to find myself, and maybe potentially find someone to share my life with. Who knows?
Hear that, ladies?
Who knows?
Hear that, ladies?
Line starts here.
Get your
Yeah.
ticket. He'll punch it in later. You know what I mean?
There's no line.
There's a line.
Anyway,
There's ladies out here.
they're right
He
outside the
lying.
door.
Yeah, he lying. We got ladies.
They're trying to
lying.
come in here. Security.
They in the green.
Security?
Room. They in the green room.
Yeah. So yeah. So I just wanted to say that just because like I think it's important. One of the things if you want to succeed and if you have goals, you gotta kind of mention them out. So
Yeah.
and then potentially
For sure.
it can happen for you.
Hear that? Anything is possible. like Kevin Garnett said. I said Garant.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Kevin Garant. That sounds like his cousin.
Kevin Garnett. He has the whole world in his hands.
The whole world.
In his hands.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. Any topics that you want to delve into?
I was just gonna talk about all the clickbait ish. Drake dropped 2 songs after the Raptors won, and I think Omintra, is that how you say it, or Omintra? I don't know.
I don't know the name.
It's
when you played it for me, that was the first time me hearing it.
Yeah, it's yeah, that was some old Drizzy. That was some just no singing, no BS. Just
Yeah, it felt like old Drake.
Bar
just
to
him,
bar
just,
to bar.
Yeah, just him going. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake. However, every now and then he has a hit.
Yeah,
and I think that's like him, one of his old songs. I feel like that was him kind of delving back and just hitting you with bars, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it's one of his best songs he's released in a while.
Yeah, and then J. Cole, Dreamville dropped a couple of tapes, about to drop ROTD3. That's gonna be fire when it drops finally.
Yeah, that song was hot. I wish they would do more stuff together. They should.
I think this whole album's gonna be nothing but them collabing.
That'd be dope.
It's nothing but Dreamville with Dreamville.
I was waiting for Black Hippie to do the same, but they never did. They'll have a few tracks.
What happened with TD Black Hippie? Like,
whenever like certain artists, they always mention collabs and making collab albums and stuff like that, and it never happens. But it always gets mentioned.
Remember the hottest one? I remember the hottest one for me, at least.
Kendrick and J. Cole?
No, growing up was T-Pain and Lil Wayne.
T-Wayne?
T-Wayne?
Yeah.
They dropped it now, and I'm like, it's good, but it would have been a lot better back.
That's all right.
Back in when that feeling was out, it would have been a lot hotter.
It's all right, because we had T-Wayne himself do it for everybody.
With that,
yeah,
hopped off the Porsche. I don't want it if her ass ain't shaped like a horse.
Yeah, that guy had me cracking up.
Yeah, bro. I was like, that's not T-Wayne. T-Wayne is supposed to be throwing money in the air.
I could put you in a log cabin.
Somewhere in Aspen. And what was that other one? That money, throw the money in the air?
Yeah.
That shit was fire. Mr. Rain Man, can we have a rain dance? Get your umbrella, Ella, A. Okay. That was fire, bro.
Yeah, it was it never happened.
Well, yeah. And well, it did happen. Too late.
Too late. I remember one that I was really excited about. And it's the type of hip hop fan I am, I guess. Yeah. But back in the day, it was Pharrell, Kanye West, and Lupe Fiasco said they were going to drop
that would have been fire.
A collab album. They had one song and another song that it was like a fan. I think it was like a fan made, or I don't know if they did it, but they kind of pieced like other verses that they had done together, and that one was cool. But of course, it never happened.
Those are 2 top producers and a very talented lyricist.
Yeah, and that was early on in Lupe's career.
That would have been fire.
Pretty early in Kanye's career, and Pharrell has been around forever. So
yeah, does Pharrell age?
I think now he's starting to show very slight signs of aging.
It's like you can see a wrinkle if you stare at him.
Yeah.
But
if you
Pharrell's like what, 50? He's up there.
Yeah, I mean he's been making music for the longest time.
Like he's about as old as Snoop though. Like maybe not as old, but he's around because
look it up.
They dropped that song together.
Actually, he's like 120 years old. You seen that picture of him like being a vampire?
Oh yeah.
And then they got some guy in like the 20s or something like that, a black and white photo. And the guy looks just like Pharrell.
Just like Pharrell, bro.
Just like Pharrell Williams. Did AJ ever tell you the time we were walking by the back hallway at our other job, and this guy said, "Yo, did you see that guy? He had a big hat on, just like Pharrell Williams."
Pharrell.
That was hilarious.
He's 46, so I was close.
Yeah.
April 5th, 1973. It's 46. I was close. Yeah. He's about 50, man. Look at him. He doesn't. That still looks like a.
That's like an older picture though.
But that's a newer picture.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what he's looking like.
I think that's a newer picture. Yeah, dude has very, very great genes.
Very, like, Pharrell
No.
Pharrell's the true definition of black don't crack.
Yeah, but he's kind of light skinned though.
Yeah. I mean, it's still black. He's still black.
Yeah.
Just a different version.
Yeah.
Different shade of black.
Melanin.
Melanin. That double pigmentation.
That was a good high five.
Yeah, it was. It claps right.
So, something that AJ had mentioned earlier. When was the first time you felt old? Even though I don't think it's possible for you to feel old, because you're not old enough to feel old.
Oh, I had our friend Seth was in the trailer, and we were talking before we filmed, and I forget what cartoon I was talking about, but it was a very well known like 90s cartoon. I was like, what?
You don't know it?
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I was like, what do you mean you don't know this?
Was it Nickelodeon?
It had to be.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean you don't know?
Was it Doug?
I think it was like, no, I think it was Disney. I think it was like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody or something. I think it was like something like so, like that was big.
Yeah.
That I was like, how do you not know it? And then he was like, I don't know that. And I was like, what? Like,
you're too young, bro.
I was like, you're that young, bro? Like, damn. And it probably wasn't Sweet Life. That was just an example, but I was just like, it was like, I know it was a show or something. And I was like, you don't know that? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing up, like, even if you didn't watch the episode, you heard people like talking about it. Was like one of those.
I feel like at work, I had that moment all the time.
All the time. Yeah. There's so many young people coming into work now.
And I seen
I'm
that
no longer
meme.
the young person anymore. Like,
you ever seen that meme? And I ask this all the time, but that meme where like it says, if she can't tell you what time Usher was in his drop top cruising the streets, she's too young for you.
She's too young for you, bro.
Yeah, and I'll ask, and like no one at work,
it's
remembers what time he was in his drop top.
It's 7:00.
When?
On the dot.
On the dot.
Not a second later or earlier. On the dot.
Cruising the streets,
looking for a real penny little thing
that's waiting for me.
What you do?
I pull up, anticipating.
Where you at, girl?
Good love.
You know I'm waiting for you.
Don't keep me waiting.
I can't wait much longer.
I got plans to put my hands in places.
What's that?
All right, my singing is awful, so I'm going to stop right there.
Girl, you know what I mean.
Why? Because I'm going to take you to a place that's nice and quiet.
Shh.
Where there ain't no one left to interrupt.
No one, baby.
Ain't gotta rush. I just wanna take it nice and slow.
So tell me what you want to do.
Right.
Hit him with that.
Yo,
vocal.
we should drop a record.
We should.
ASAP. Double D.
Double D.
D high, D low, D mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double dose of D.
Double dose of D, baby. Drop a
EP coming soon.
Drop a R&B.
R&B.
Nothing but slow jams. Call it double D.
Yeah, DP.
DP.
Double DP.
Yeah. Oh.
And it'll be a nice EP.
It's
a double D.
Yeah.
ASAP. Yeah, we gotta get working on it.
We
right
working
after
on
this.
it right now. Working on a lot of dance moves. You gotta reach out.
So I was at the record store the other day.
Yeah.
And I found this cassette, the Boys to Men cassette.
Oh,
And I was
love
like,
Boyz II Men.
it's nothing like anything else I own. But I was like, I have to buy this.
Boyz II Men was a good group.
Yeah.
I didn't know Belle DeVoe came from them until recently. And I was like, Belle Biv DeVoe. I was like, oh. I didn't know that they were like the Wu-Tang of R&B. They just had this big group of men that they just made little subgroups and all rapped in sang in a bigger group if needed.
Yeah. That was
I was like, yeah, we're Wu-Tang.
They were at
In the R&B.
Epcot performing. I think they do it like almost every year. They're like one of the people that go to Epcot. It was all right.
It's all right.
It was all right.
They don't got it no more. Ricky, no, that's
they're a little older. I think it's mostly like the stage, just because I was so far back and it just, I don't know.
That was I was starting to
Well, they
name
still
off
got
the other boys.
They still got classics though. I'm not gonna knock them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. What's the question that you always ask me?
That I always ask you.
Yeah, it's related to R&B.
Oh, who do I think is who do you think's a better R&B artist?
Nah,
No.
you
Who do you
say
think? Do you think that Chris Brown is the king of R&B rightfully? Because I do.
no.
Who do you think is better in the R&B space? I'm saying creativity wise, he's a creative mind. Like the man can paint, dance, make videos that are like have a story behind it. He makes his music, he can rap, he can sing. Like the man he owns it. If Chris Brown is on a feature, if he goes like platinum now so often, it's just like okay.
Yeah.
He drops a song, it's instantly like
I definitely think that Chris Brown is a very talented individual.
yes. Here comes the hate.
Nah, he's talented. He does it. It seems like he does it all.
Yeah.
If we're talking about just R&B, like he can rap, he can dance. He dances incredibly well.
Yeah.
He sings okay.
He sings okay.
He can rap as well, which is cool for him to be able to do that and everything else that he's into, like the sports and stuff like that. So I mean, I think he's a talented dude. However, if we're just talking about like music,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so. And as like all that stuff is great, but how much of that stuff is actually from him? Like when you're as big as Chris Brown, you're known, like people are producing your beats, they're making everything for you. All you have to do is come on the track and sing. Half the time they're not even writing their own songs.
I don't know. I think Chris Brown though. I mean, to say the man can't sing.
No, I didn't say that he can't sing. He can
Okay.
sing. I just think that he sings okay. Like
What's up?
I think that there's better. I mean, there's artists who sing better, where I like their voice a lot better.
Yeah,
I think I mentioned this to you. I think Miguel's a better singer.
Miguel. You think Miguel's better than Chris?
If we're talking about just singing, overall stage presence and what, like Chris Brown is talented. I think he's probably more talented. However,
Miguel at first
when it
took
comes to
me
the
a
music,
minute to like though. When he first came out, I wasn't instantly sold on Miguel.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard Chris Brown, I was like, oh, this guy.
Run it.
This
Let me
guy,
see you
yeah.
can run it.
I was
run it.
like, yo, this is a banger. And then he came out with Excuse
Yeah.
Me, Miss. Then he came out with, what was the, It's Me and You
Yeah.
having at the, then he came out with No Air, like, and then he came out with all this rap songs. And then he started,
Yeah,
I was just like, yo, like, consecutively throughout my life, he has dropped hits. When I was young to when I
throughout your very short life.
it's still consecutive.
and he's
like
still-
that's still 23 years of consistently
He's
plus.
he's an overall entertainer for sure.
Yeah.
First time I heard Miguel actually was on a rap record. It was on Blue and Exile's record, and he was singing in one of the songs or two of them. That was the first time I heard him, and then he got on the J. Cole record, the All I Want Is You.
No, he was out before he got on that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the first time I heard him, but
I heard him when he came out with his project with that one song that made him hot. What song was that?
I don't know what came out. I can't remember off the top of my head what came out before Kaleidoscope Dream, but
It was like it's the one with Quickie.
oh yeah,
Quickie and all that. When he dropped that, I was like, that's when I first heard him.
Yeah,
I think I like Quickie though.
yeah. First time.
I think that's when I like, but I think he came out with the song before then, and then I was like,
First time I heard him was around 2009, early 2009, 2008.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think he's a better singer. Miguel can dance too, but I don't think he dances to the extent that Chris Brown does.
Nobody.
He's more like a sexual dancer.
Yeah, he's
bro.
more of like
this dude, bro. I seen videos.
Didn't he drop kick that girl trying to be creative?
He didn't drop kick her.
No, he dropped his leg on her neck.
Yeah,
He almost decapitated
Yeah,
that
he
woman.
did, he did.
Trying to be sexy.
What he was trying to do was trying to jump from one platform to the other.
Yeah, he ain't got. He had it.
He bit a little bit more than he could chew. I think he said he had done it like many other times.
Not with people.
Yeah. But
Yo,
I seen this
killed that
guy
girl.
drop down, do a split, come back up, do a split again. I'm just like, this dude is nasty.
Yeah, oh my
But
God.
I think Miguel's a better singer. I think, and my biggest argument is just like if we're just talking about music, I think we were talking a little bit about this earlier, but I don't think that he like really pushes too many boundaries either.
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like Chris Brown, like, it just feels like he hasn't pushed any boundaries because once he came in, he did it, and then now it's Chris Brown now. Like, he made the lane Chris Brown that now you're like, that's not even, you're not even trying anymore. It's like, this is what I did. Like, without me, this wouldn't have been, wouldn't
no,
be.
because I mean, there's like, not to the same extent
Like,
that,
the man
not
dropped
how
like a
he did it.
50-song album.
Yeah, that's work.
That man,
For sure.
Like, the different songs and dances
But
he's
for me,
doing.
I'm about quality over quantity.
Yeah. No, he has quality songs, though. Like,
And all his songs to me kind of sound similar. Like he has like slower songs and he has like, more hype songs and he has like a little bit of electric, like more like more
done,
hype. Like
he's been like the EDM scene. He's went into the Latin scene.
yeah, but all that stuff I feel like is just like recycled. I feel like it's nothing like. For instance, I think another artist who I would pick over him is Frank Ocean, and I think Frank Ocean does things sonically and musically,
but Frank has
on a different level. That
I don't. Can I?
Sure, go ahead.
Frank's last album wasn't all that for me.
I loved his last album.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Nah.
Have you? Did you only listen to it one time?
I think I listened to it twice.
Okay.
And there's songs on there that I like.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's just some of the songs I feel like he got a little too creative, where it was just like it was too much for the song. Like where he played with too many things.
Mm-hmm.
Where I felt like he played with it, and
Yeah.
I was just like, why did you mess it with it? It was good, and then like he would do like an auto tune on a verse, and I was like, it was
like
so,
in Nikes. Well,
that's
that's his artistry, and I appreciate that. I appreciate
there's room for it, but it's like
I appreciate that over some cookie cutter like same recipe that you've been using for a while.
Yeah.
I liked it, and with like re-listens and re-listens and re-listens, you find like the beauty in it. You find that it actually is more cohesive than you think. When you first listen to it,
Orange. I was like,
yeah, I actually like Blonde to the same degree, maybe even more than Channel Orange. Yeah, and I like Endless a lot. I don't know if you listen to Endless, but I think Endless was really, really good.
I don't think I listened.
I like Endless probably a little bit more than Blonde.
Yeah. Well, it was on Endless.
I got the record if I can play it later on, but it's all like more of like demo stuff. Nothing that came out like that was popular.
Yeah.
But it was like a good little EP.
I fuck with Frank Ocean, but I heard early in the beginning he wasn't so good live. Like, but I mean, I've heard he's amazing. Like, I heard
how many artists are really great live from the jump?
Chris Brown.
From the jump.
Chris Brown was.
Okay, he maybe, but
that
I don't think that determines. Like to be able to improve, I think represents an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's great that he had that talent to begin with, and I feel like he's always been able to like, for the most part, like, take the limelight and just kind of like be in front of it. But not everyone's like that, and I don't think it makes you a better artist. I can understand like from an entertainment aspect, yes, but artistry, no. I wouldn't say no, but not necessarily.
I feel like Chris Brown got some like. Chris Brown has said some things when he's rapped and he's sung some songs that I've been like, all right, I mess with this.
Yeah, he's okay.
So Miguel and Frank Ocean over.
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
If we're talking about music,
who's overall number one, Miguel or Frank?
There's artists that I would put above them too.
What's it over? If you had to pick one R&B artist.
Just overall,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, cause it like
just to, like if you could only listen to their stuff, for like a month or two, 2 months, you had to listen to only one R&B artist.
I don't know. I'm not so sure. Right now, I'm on like a Blood Orange kick, and I think the stuff that like Dev does, and for the most, like especially this newest project, is not all him.
Yeah.
There's other people involved and stuff like that, but the music is so different and still like really, really nice.
Yeah.
but that's right now, and it's completely different. You know, it's not something that, you know, not like a typical radio hit that everyone puts out. It's not like, it doesn't feel overproduced to me. It feels raw. It feels organic, and it's dope. So like right now, I wouldn't say overall, but Blood Orange is probably like
Blood Orange.
my go-to right now in this moment in life. That will change.
Yeah. If I had to pick in the mood I am right now for artists, I think I'd pick for R&B artists. I'm pretty sure at the moment I'd choose like probably BJ the Chicago Kid or like a Jacquees, depending on how I felt.
Jacquees. I like I mean, new artists. I like,
because Jacquees is like, I like that Jacquees has a lot of the way I found Jacquees was on YouTube because he does a lot of covers.
Yeah.
And like
he was here not too long ago in Tampa.
I just liked all of his covers. Like he would cover all the old songs, make them hot, or he covered Drake's I Hate Beyonce, All Girls Love Beyonce to All Girls Love Rihanna.
Yeah.
And I was like, just the way he did the video and like the way he flipped the lyrics, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that. But Jacquees I like.
Yeah. And like
I like Daniel Caesar a lot.
Yeah.
I like if we're talking new artists, I like Masego a lot.
I don't know.
I like
if we're talking now, let's switch it up to hip hop.
Sure.
Who's your hip hop choice for 2 months? You only listen to an artist for 2 months.
That's difficult, man.
Because I got somebody I've been really big on lately.
I couldn't pick one.
Mine right now is Russ.
Russ? Yeah.
Russ to me right now he's just got so many different flavors, and the fact that I know that he makes his beats.
Are you talking about just new artists, or like overall that's what you would listen to for forever? Like that's your go-to?
Oh no, for like 2 months.
Oh, okay. As of right now,
forever, it'd probably be. That's not that. I couldn't say Biggie because I'd run out of material after a while.
Yeah,
I'd probably have to say like Wayne or Cole. Somebody I knew would have enough for me and enough new stuff.
Yeah, for me, I mean, probably like a Lupe.
Yeah.
Most def. Yeah. Someone that can give me some great insight that I can live with forever, and
what were those?
And musically challenging. I would say maybe Mos Def.
Lupe's. I like Lupe. Mos Def too. I like Mos Def. But I like what was that?
SS, like Jigga.
SL. What was those projects Lupe was dropping? Those little like freestyles.
Oh, the SLRs.
SLRs.
Oh yeah.
Yo, SLR.
Oh, yeah.
SLR 2 or
was that
3?
I think 2 was the response. 2 or 3 was the response to the Control verse.
So 2, the response to it. Yeah. Control, when Control dropped, I thought the hip hop game was about to go in, but nobody really answered Kendrick's challenge.
Yeah, they did. A lot of people
had, but like the whole game didn't like come in.
I think so. I think I mean I seen I think Papoose had dropped one. Chris Rivers was one of my favorites.
Yeah. But those are all like up and coming, and Papoose is like,
there was Bobby Ray, he dropped his. I didn't really like it. I thought it was trash.
Yeah. I'm talking about like nobody who's like in the game. Like a Lil Wayne didn't respond, like a J. Cole didn't respond, like
I feel like there was a few people.
Like it was all the people from the outside, and it's like who are hungry. And I was like, I expect a Papoose. And I expected Chris Rivers.
Yeah.
But like if J. Cole would have been like, hold up, like I run this, and like we actually got like a real beef going. Like all the people that he named, none of those. That goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Eminem, ASAP Rocky, Big Mill, Meek Mill, Drake.
Yeah, of course, none of them. They all feel like, especially when they had that lane at that moment, they felt like,
and Kendrick,
they didn't have to. Which, I mean, no one really had to, and it's just like it's saying more about them if they respond. But I think certain artists just like the competition, and some certain artists did it because they want exposure.
Because if I was in there, I would have been like, okay, you call my name out, let's get it. Like this is.
Yeah, but they already had
competition.
They had their lane, so they're just like, oh, I don't even have to do it.
Yeah,
so,
they didn't want to get. They didn't want to get that manslaughter.
And the thing is, you know, when people drop verses to respond, and Kendrick didn't respond to any of that. And of course, he's not like it's just like he's not. You're gonna call everybody out and then not respond. Like,
But he didn't call none of the people he called out responded.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I was talking to them.
yeah,
Like if one of them responded and then I ain't respond, now I look weak. But
Yeah.
if they respond, now we got something going. Let's get it.
yeah. Kendrick had my second favorite verse on that record.
That was my
I think Jay Electronica's verse.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, I get hyped every time I hear Kendrick's.
Yeah, and you know what? Big Sean's verse wasn't bad either. I like Big
yeah.
Sean's verse.
The first I remember the day I was sitting at Busch Gardens. I was out with the family,
Yeah,
my parents and my little sister, because I was still in school, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sitting on my phone. I'm on YouTube, sitting on the bench somewhere, trying to cool down. It's a little hot. It's a hot Florida summer day.
yeah, it's hot
At Busch Gardens. I'm sitting. I'm like, Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, I don't know who this Jay Electronica guy is, but I like Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar. I clicked it as soon as Big Sean started snapping. I was like, and I heard that beat.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this a banger. And then I heard Kendrick come out, and then I heard him start calling names. I was like, oh, this is gonna be trouble. And then Jay Electronica came. I was like, yo,
yeah.
this is a solid.
My friend said
Solid.
one of my friends said it best. The Jay Electronica verse was just like a prayer at the end of like the song.
It's like Big Sean put a blindfold on you and was talking shit to you the whole time. Kendrick came up, killed you, and then Jay Electronica prayed over you and buried you.
And it was funny because it was like, I think they were on the same record and like, but the cool thing about Big Sean was that he still released a record and he didn't like change his verse or anything like that.
A lot of artists probably would have been like,
nah, not on my record.
That's too much.
Yeah, because he
settled down.
I think Big Sean has sent his verse to Kendrick, and then Kendrick sent his verse, and then he just kind of kept it as is. So I mean, I guess respect due to him for not changing it.
I mean, that's going down in the history books. It's one of the probably the best disses to the game, not directly, but to like everybody to
Just
step
to step
it
the
up.
game up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was a monumental moment for Kendrick
Yeah.
in his career. And the good thing is that his career didn't cease after that. Like he kind of just kept on taking that ride and just like elevating himself.
And now we got Master Kenny.
Yeah, Kung Fu Kenny. But he's kind of fallen off the last album, I guess. And I wasn't
you didn't like
super.
Damn?
I thought it was okay.
You thought Damn was okay?
I thought it was okay.
I like Damn.
I thought it was okay. I mean, I liked it, but I wouldn't say it was as good of a project as like
What
To
do
Pimp
you,
a Butterfly.
So if you had to rank Kendrick's projects, what would you rank it? As far as favorites, or as
My personal favorites may be different from what I think is the best.
okay. What do you think the best is?
I'm gonna go with mine, and you know what? For this occasion,
Yeah, I'll tell you mine.
it might be the best. I like To Pimp a Butterfly. Some people hate it, some people love it. I think that conceptually the album just kind of flowed together really, really well.
Yeah.
It was kind of depressing at times, but and it didn't have the bangers like Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
but the album itself, like I got a lot more from that album, and I thought it was a lot more original than Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City had the bangers.
Yeah,
but
it did.
then I would go with Section 80.
Yeah.
Just because that was like me early stages of finding out Kendrick, and I really liked that record for the most part. And then I would put Good Kid, Mad City, and then Damn.
Okay. I like that.
Am I missing one? I mean, I guess Untitled, Unmastered.
Yeah.
I would probably put Untitled, Unmastered. I don't really count it as an album, but I'll probably put it before Damn.
I got Good Kid, Mad City.
I think that's a lot of people's favorite.
That's just that I could play
bangers
from start to beginning. I follow it's like a gangster story, like kids growing up it's like Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
But in my head, and then
I do think like as far as like
Section 80 because that was my introduction to
appeal. It was perfect with commercial records. It was
yeah,
like perfect with like people who just enjoy hip hop and kind of like go out of their way to like listen to it. and it was still
it had
conceptual.
that old school feel with the new school feel with
Yeah.
with like a vision and like a whole.
Yeah.
It was all around cohesive.
I loved it.
So Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80, because that was my section. My second. That's my second choice because that was my first time like really starting to hear Kendrick.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I like this. I like this Kendrick. I like this Kendrick guy. And then third would probably be Damn. Then To Pimp a Butterfly. And then Untitled.
That's what I was saying. Like some people either hate it or love it.
Yeah.
I think you're the average Kendrick fan.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not an average kid. I like To Pimp a Butterfly, but I couldn't tell you.
I'm not saying you don't know it. I'm just saying.
I gave it like
Generally, people I feel like think that Good Kid, Mad City, and it does have like the most hits. I feel like that is a record that you can play like from start to finish.
But I like it for like I just like it because it's a story. Like I don't even like it just for the Good Kid.
Yeah,
I mean for Mad City.
Yeah,
like some people turn on that album like I just want to hear Mad City. I'm like what? Like this whole thing you gotta hear how he gets to that point, man. You gotta hear about how he went to go fuck Shireen. And then Shireen got him jumped.
And you have to.
And then now his daddy talking about dominoes. And
did somebody say dominoes?
And then his mom like, I just need the van. Like, fuck them dominoes. And then I'm just like, yo, like, this is my shit. Like,
and that's the thing about his first. Oh, actually, all his records. You just gotta listen to it like it was a cassette.
Yeah,
you know,
you can't skip a Kendrick.
Yeah, because you'll never like really get the full fulfillment, and like especially when you got parts where, you know, you got skits and stuff like that. It's all pieces of a puzzle that have to go together a certain way.
Yeah, you can't just.
Or you have to do it chronologically, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Who do you? We asked this question earlier, but who do you think's the hottest rapper or hip hop artist right now at the moment?
I don't know. I still think that for some reason as Drake is still relevant. I don't know.
Yeah, Drake.
For some weird reason.
Drake, but I think Drake has dropped it a few times. I think last year I think Chance took it for a moment.
Last year?
No, it wasn't. I feel like that's how. Like
when you get old, you
when like how quick the rap game changes. Like I feel like Chance just won them 4 Grammys. It was like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
For Coloring Book was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Now? I don't know.
And when he dropped Coloring Book and he had all that momentum, like I feel like that's when Chance could have dropped. Like he's still kind of hot now, but it's like Chance back then. Like people were paying big money to hear a Chance verse.
Yeah.
You get Chance a verse, your song was hot.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think he does great with his albums. I like Coloring Book. I really enjoyed Acid Raps.
And then I think Acid Rap was like that's my favorite. And then 3 Days.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that side project, the Surf, with Donnie Trumpet. You ever heard that one? Yeah. I like that. I mean, that's like a bunch of people, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that more than like Coloring Book, to be honest with you. Yeah.
No, a lot of the stuff that he does with that Social Experiment, I like a lot of that. Yeah. And I feel like Kendrick and Cole both at one point were taking it from Drake.
Kendrick had it for a while, for a long time.
I feel like Cole had it for a minute too, though. I feel like Cole got up there, and he had it when he dropped Forest Hill Drive. I feel like Forest Hill Drive put him there.
I feel like he was like back burner hot, but he wasn't the hottest. I don't think at any point he was the hottest.
I feel like when Forest Hill Drive is one of those projects. Like if you play it wherever you are, people are gonna have a good time. Yeah. You can pick any song on it. People are gonna know it word for word, and they're gonna have a good. I feel like Cole I don't feel like.
But I think Kendrick was a step above as far as like being hot and like.
And I feel like that's only because Kendrick was like, he hit us with Mad City, and then that popped, and then he's like, all right. Boom, here's another project.
Butterfly, the Black
Boom, here's another project.
Yeah,
project. Here's another project.
When J. Cole was at his hottest, I think Kendrick was just a little hotter. And
I feel like J. Cole had it for him. I feel like J. Cole snatched the crown, and then poof, boom, bang, like magic. There is no more crown. There would be no king.
Yeah.
The crown disintegrates.
That one's been used a few times.
But
That line, but I understand. I understand.
what's the
I like J. Cole.
and then who was so it's been Lil Wayne and then mostly Drake.
I think Kendrick wrote it strong for a good 2-3 years between that.
I don't remember Kendrick at a point was hot. Yes. I don't remember Kendrick getting for a long expanded worth of time.
I think after To Pimp a
Drake.
Butterfly, between Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and even when Damn came out, like people were they had Kendrick was on top.
Yeah, but I feel like even when Damn dropped, I feel like Drake was still like, I run this. I feel like he was still dropping like little singles here and there that still was like, cause
He's always been around.
Didn't he have that?
He's been hot for the longest time. He's definitely been.
It was
hot for the
Lil
longest
Wayne
time.
and then Drake. Young Money's had it. Who was hotter than Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was out?
No one.
Like
No
Lil
one.
Wayne
I'm
was,
not even gonna. I mean,
remember
I have my opinions, and my opinions are a little bit different. But as far as like a grand scope and me seeing what people are playing out in the street, what's jamming in the clubs, what's on the radio, everybody's talking about Lil Wayne. I know Lil Wayne had it.
There's one
when he was
summer-
dropping those mixtapes back to back to back. Every other day he was dropping a mixtape.
There was one summer where you turn on the radio, you'd hear like 20 Lil Wayne features.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be a song. It'd just be, hey, feature with T-Pain, feature with Gucci Mane, feature with this guy, feature with this guy, feature. And I'm just like, yo, like, that's Lil Wayne was constantly dropping his own singles, constantly on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, Lil Wayne was hot. He had it down.
No, for sure.
They pushed Wayne.
Even if I'm not the biggest fan, I can't even knock him for. He was the hottest rapper.
You're
for the
not a
longest
big
time.
fan of Wayne?
Not really.
Lil Wayne said,
I like some of his music, but no, I don't.
a lot of people trying to be like me, but I'm the only I-M-I-E-Y-E.
Yeah,
That's
that was
fire.
on that what's his face song.
That Little Pump joint.
Lil Pump.
I'm
Be
mad
like
I had to listen to a Little Pump song just to hear that verse.
Yeah, I like Wayne's verse on there.
I was like, he killed that. Like, he just always says something that I'm like, yo.
My thing with Lil Wayne is like something that I mentioned earlier. Quality over quantity.
I'm talking about bars though.
He has bars. He for every great bar he has 10 really bad bars. So or just okay bars. But he definitely he has a lot of dope lines. Man. And he's a worker. He puts out music nonstop. Like I think he's great, but not for me. I mean not for me.
Oh man. But he was hot.
He's definitely hot.
He's running the block. Fireman.
I'm not taking that away from him. And I can't. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you talk about what made you old?
What moment did I find out that I was old?
Cause I think you just went off of my story and then we started talking about hip hop.
When was the first moment that I felt old?
Yo, my back hurts now. Like I feel old now. Like
yeah, I was kind of saying, yeah, I did the meme thing, like just at work every single day when we hire someone who's 18, 17. And when I found out that it was last year or 2 years ago that the graduating school that year was born after 9/11. And that's the moment where I was just like, damn, I'm really old.
Like, I don't even know that.
The graduating school, like these kids are, they're getting jobs and passing high school. Yeah. The graduating class wasn't alive for 9/11. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Or something like that.
Never forget. I'll never know.
Yeah, it was 2001. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. What was I finna talk about? Oh, more clickbait. Anthony Davis got traded to the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers are gonna win now. They're gonna go all the way, and that's my prediction. I'm willing to.
That's a bold prediction.
I'm willing to put a case of Red Bull on it.
That's like $20. I went shopping today,
Lakers.
and I know how we like to stuff our refrigerator with Red Bulls,
Yeah.
and then I seen $20. I was like, you know what? I'll just buy the 4-pack.
Lakers are going all the way.
This episode is sponsored by Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah, I think that's what they say.
Editor AJ will put wings behind us. Hopefully angelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want like I know you're not into games, but a Sephiroth, like I want one angel wing, just one side.
And then
One
a
wing
devil
angel.
wing.
But then I'll do that with like Jin, like a devil wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of both. Now I
What do you-
mean,
what do you mean I don't like video games? I like video games.
well,
I just
no,
what
like.
what was that a reference to?
Well, it's the topic that I want to talk about, but I'm not sure if you'll be as knowledgeable on the topic. E3 just happened. Did you
Yeah.
see any games that you were excited to see?
I didn't even see E3 drop.
Yeah,
I used to get the E3 magazine delivered to me every week, but
E3 or Game Informer. I mean, Game Informer.
Game Informer.
Yeah, I still get that.
I
No,
used to get Game Informer too.
E3 is this big expo that they have every year,
No.
and it used to be in May, and I remember because
Not weekly, but
it used to be around monthly.
Yeah.
It used to be around the time of my birthday. So, but then they pushed it to like early June. So they just like make the biggest announcements in video games for the year
And
or
you can,
whatever.
like go in there and like some of them even let you demo.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah. But I think it's kind of dying from what I hear. Just because like all these you got Microsoft and Sony actually like omitted themselves this year.
Oh yeah.
And you got these big game making companies that have like kind of strayed away so they can do their own thing.
Oh, that's whack.
It's whack because that's like the centralized place where everybody's
like
at the
that's
same
where
time.
everybody's supposed to show up, and it's like
Yeah,
you
but
gotta,
it costs a lot of money.
You got to
Like,
show you're better,
yeah,
and it's like, but now it's like I gotta go to a Sony one. Now I gotta go to a Microsoft one.
yeah. I think it's just costing them too much money.
I feel like there's been better ways. I feel like they could have.
Well, they'll do their own thing, like
But now that's like more events
Nintendo
you
every
gotta
couple
go to.
months they drop where they show like their games and stuff like that. So they don't have to do it. And for the most part, it's still a big event. So
Yeah. It's a big gaming convention. I always wanted to go.
Me too.
I always wanted to go.
Well, we better hurry up before it no longer exists.
Before it's not a thing anymore.
There
People
was
always made it look so cool.
There was a part of it, and I seen the Microsoft, when they were showing their stuff on their press conference, and Keanu Reeves came out to show off like he's like a character in a certain game,
On
Cyberpunk.
that one game, yeah.
Yeah, and the moment that he said like this thing happened, I was like, this is gonna be like the biggest meme the next day, when someone just shouted or he's just like, this world is just breathtaking, and some guy in the crowd's like, you're breathtaking, and then he's like, you're breathtaking, you're all breathtaking, and now it's like a meme everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere it's just like this is just John Wick video game. But
Yeah, I mean maybe.
and it was just like a close up of his face, and I was like, oh man. I haven't even seen John Wick, but John Wick
I haven't seen 3.
has taken over my news feed.
I was seeing that
Wick
today
meme.
where it was just like Keanu Reeves is on like every other meme that you see.
I'm like, why is Keanu Reeves always on? And then I'm like, John Wick must have been a great movie. I need to go watch it.
You haven't seen the first one?
No.
You haven't seen any Wicks?
No.
Not a single Wick?
Because when I first saw John Wick, I was like, oh, that's just another one of those movies where it's like a little shoot 'em up movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could see it, but it's probably just gonna float under the radar. And now it's this big old thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it.
I don't
I'm
understand
like,
why it's as big as it is, but it's okay. It's cool.
And now I saw a meme where it's like Chuck Norris giving over the keys to Keanu Reeves for being our new generation's bad. I was like, was John Wick this good? Like he's on Fortnite now. Like kids know him because of Fortnite. They're like John Wick.
Yeah.
There's memes of him.
I'm like, did you guys forget about Neo?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I thought Matrix was like Keanu Reeves' big role, but
Yeah.
no, John Wick was.
He's still out here doing it. He's kind of old himself, and
Yeah.
he's still.
But he
Yeah.
kind of looks like he's older.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Pharrell syndrome.
No. Yeah.
They should have called
He's-
it Benjamin Pharrell.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Anything else you wanna?
Any more clickbait?
No. I hope I don't get my eyes all up in this.
D-Lo's thighs. That's gonna be
Podcast.
guys and thighs. Is clickbait,
Well, we still doing this. All right. I think that about does her.
and she is done well.
I think that about does her. Wraps her all up.
Yep.
This has been. Did we say what episode it is? What episode is? I can't even keep track anymore. We have so many episodes.
59.
59
or 60.
Wait, you guys tell us.
You tell us. I'm pretty sure it's 60. I'm gonna go 60.
I don't know.
I'm gonna put my money on 60. Episode 60, we getting Swifty.
Swifty. Let's get Swifty in here.
And another, you can't fix the 60. Yeah.
Don't we look so pretty?
Don't we look 60?
60. Yeah, okay. We need to go before this.
Let's go.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Bye.